I call my children now, they are grown. Before they were young, it was more challenging. But God has made it that when I am going to have more responsibility, my children are away. My last born is 31 years.
Wow.
He's a medical doctor.
Is he single?
Uh-huh.
I heard the mamas.
Yes, he is. Even my firstborn is 33 years and he's still single.
Kazi kwenyu. On a lighter note.
And therefore, I allocate time to my family. I also know that in doing this, there is a larger family that is out there that needs me and has issues that I have to resolve. The next one that I'm allocating a lot of time is a boy-child program. And therefore, I start working and I put structures that will help me to be able to work out there when I'm not there. So I have an office that is serving that. And I put directors that will work and make sure that my work is being prepared according to the vision that I give them. So I cast the vision to my workers and those people who are with me, and I also delegate so that they can be able to work and go out there and support me. Today, I was in Nanyuki, and you can see there were people who are working like Pastor Sev and other bishops and the leadership and the committee that has been working. They made it possible for me to be here. If I was the one making all the calls, it means I would not have been serving my family today. My family is together somewhere launching a program at Treetops. But I had to leave because I have another greater family who needs me. And I had to come and meet with the campus ladies.
Wow.
You matter to me.
Thank you.
So I allocated the time to you. I have the widows. We also have director for widows, and we have people who are working in those departments. So God has helped me to use the wisdom to structure, and through that structure and system, we are able to reach out very many. We use the clergy, we use the people of goodwill, and therefore that is how I'm able to release some of my time to be able to balance home, family, and work.
Wow. The point is clear.
With the reopening of Treetops, we did notice where the initial group had failed. The problem with targeting, foreigners exclusively is when things go wrong. When you get a travel advisory, when you have COVID and you have these things, they disappear, which is why it's very important from day one to engage with your neighbors, to engage with the locals, and make this a place where the locals can come, because these are the people that we live with, and the ones who will always be there with us. Yes, so going forward, we are making a pretty big drive in order to increase our domestic tourists here. And part of that includes diversifying the packages available. Some people may not be willing to spend the night. They might live relatively close. The cost might be high, but the beauty of the park is in the nature and the animals. So we wish to begin to advance a number of packages that will allow Kenyans to get access to our natural splendor.
There has been push and shove, and Narok is a little bit different because from time immemorial, the Masai Mara was run by the Narok County Council. So when devolution came of age in 2013, I think there was a continuation. But I think it's a conversation we want to continue having. As you are aware, I chair intergovernmental relations, I chair IBEC. I am the fulcrum between the national government and the county governments. And from where I sit, I'll facilitate that conversation between the national government and the county governments. But it's not as easy as it sounds. Maintaining these parks is very, very, very expensive. We have had from the national government sometimes to supplement the income that KWS gets. So it may not look as rosy as it looks from far. Of course, the Masai Mara is a different ballgame because of the number of visitors and because of his place in the world. But that is a conversation that the national government and the county government should continue to have. Yeah. There was a presidential pronouncement in as far as Aboseli is concerned. And further as the presidential directive, we did set up teams between the Ministry of Tourism and the county government of Kajiado to have that conversation that is ongoing. It's a complex matter because there are figures involved. And the issue that comes up is that are the county governments willing, in case there are shortfalls, to also share the liabilities with the national government? You know, it's a complex matter. Much as the county governments would like to share the revenue with the KWS, that sounds fine. But in many parks, the national government has to supplement KWS to keep the parks going. Are the county governments willing, when there is a shortfall, to also chip in? So that conversation is ongoing, that we don't just discuss the assets, we also discuss the liabilities, the pros and cons. But it's a healthy conversation. It's ongoing. We haven't reached a conclusive decision, but we want to encourage that conversation to continue going, and my office is overseeing that conversation. This is very important for our Mount Kenya circuit and the Abadeas ecosystem. And the Abadeas has an abundance of exotic wildlife species, and we want to appeal to the entire world to take time to come to Kenya and come and go through the Abadeas. And even the whistling sounds of the birds and of the trees along the weeds is very therapeutic. And a game drive through the Abadeas is something that nobody should miss. It's such a wonderful experience. And I want to really commend KWS for conserving our heritage in the Abadeas. Abadeas is intact. It's as good as it was, 5-6 decades ago. And we want people to come here. I've seen the streams, the tributaries from River Gura, with fresh water. And the experience is very thrilling, really. And therefore, we want to say that with the reopening of Treetops Lodge, it gives our visitors an opportunity to go through the park and have somewhere to come and rest and have a meal, a sleepover, have some breakfast, and again they can, do the experience once more the following day. So we want to say we are very, very, very happy with all stakeholders, the Kenya Tourism Board, the KWS, the investors in this lodge, and everybody in this space for restoring the Abadeas ecosystem, and again for completing the Mount Kenya circuit, which is very important for our tourism. And I think with this facility now, those who come from Nairobi on the way to Samburu can stop over. Those who wants to go to Meru can stop over. The circuit is complete. And I want to say that I've really enjoyed the game drive. And I'll be back soon when I get some time.
I looked aloud and I realized that there are some who have been unable to collect their certificates because of that they graduated, they went to graduation without clearing their fees. And I said that by looking at what was happening the other day, where ZenZ decided that if you have wronged them, they say they will greet you. And I said that these people with whom we have their certificates allowed, we are locking their dreams, and their children might come for us after some time and say, you locked the dreams of our fathers and our mothers, and therefore we want to greet you. So, because of the fear of being greeted, today, Mr. Chancellor, sir, we decided that I will direct the university to release the certificates unconditionally to all those affected by the fee balances And this one, we will see the university almost forfeiting about 82 million Kenya shillings on this particular endeavor. But I'm also saying, if you are given, like the ones we are sending to Germany, also, if you are lucky and you get a job, that does not mean the fact that we have said you collect does not mean that that balance is not there. You will not, I said unconditionally. But remember that if you are lucky, just give back whatever you are waived. And I'm saying, in case you do so, any fees that is collected from that will go to the Chancellor's scholarship fund, not to the university.
Our government, through the State Department for Higher Education and Research, will continue to support similar initiatives by providing a conducive policy environment and resources, even within our constrained physical space. I urge all Kenyan universities to strive towards registering on the United Nations Academic Impact Platform so that we can double our initiatives aimed at achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Mr. Chancellor, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the government is working closely with a wide spectrum of stakeholders in the research, science, technology, and innovation ecosystem to catalyze progress towards achieving our development goals in healthcare, agriculture, affordable housing, micro, small, and medium enterprises, the digital superhighway, and creative economy. Indeed, universities are our key partners. We cannot do this alone. Our universities are the reservoirs for knowledge, products, and services that arise from research, science, technology, and innovation. As we navigate the historical and emerging trends and challenges facing our universities, and indeed humanity today, it is pertinent that we harness the dividends of research, science, technology, and innovation to find practical and workable solutions that will enable us to foster sustainability. Right from our government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda to our Vision 2030 economic blueprint, where we aspire to become a middle-income country with every citizen enjoying a high quality of life in a safe and secure environment, to the East African Community Vision 2050, the African Union Agenda 2063, and the Sustainable Development Goals. We, as a country, unite with the world to collectively strive towards sustainability. And it is universities like Mount Kenya and all of your efforts being invested in your education, research, science, and technology that will enable us to get there, to achieve our dreams and aspirations as a country.
Process. I will now do.
Extraordinary achievement, which is a testament.
Education as an enabler for sustainable development. In fact, the Sustainable Development Goal number 4 brings access to quality education at the center stage.
All send their sincere congratulations to the graduands and their family graduation ceremony. You know, the 25th graduation.
University. Allow me.
It is attested by
in Kigali, Rwanda. I'm not sure if our technical team can.
whether it's in universities or in life, or in politics.
That I have personally supported the establishment of a partnership deal between Mount Kenya University and the University of Koblenz to provide apprenticeship opportunities for nursing professionals from Eastern African.
And Dr. Alex Kamwani. Mr. Gia Bosco Kagame.
Dean School of Computing and Informatics, Dean School of Pure and
to receive their innovation awards.
Dean School of Public Health, Dean School of Computing and Informatics.
Viva Basic, Somalia. His supervisors were
Indeed, the record number of graduates.
companies in Kenya. His supervisors were Dr. Ivan Smith.